Hi, it's Stuart Sutton at Remax One. Hope you're having a great day. We're going to talk real quickly about the last 5 years in Berry Creek. Give you a really good idea of what's going on with your home's value and the real estate performance in Berry Creek. Rather than just comparing this year to last year, or this month of the year compared to the same month last year, we're going to give you a 5-year picture. Compared to 2014, we saw 80 home sales in 2018 versus 105 in 2014. That's minus about 24%. Not a real big negative impact. The bottom line is that's market oriented. Fewer homes on the market in 2018, fewer homes available to sell. Buyer demand is still strong in 2018. That is indicated by the fact that homes are selling faster. Now, even though it says minus, this is green because minus days on the market is a positive. Homes ranged from 79 to 99 days in the market during the last 5 years. That's a nice tight range and shows that Berry Creek is a very steady market. There are some neighborhoods that have varied numbers, wildly varied, in the days on the market. So Berry Creek is very steady. The average sale price in 2014 was about $364,500. In 2018, it's about $431,250. That's about a little over 18% increase. So if you've owned your home for 5 years, you can kind of maybe expect about an 18, maybe 20% increase in what you paid for it. The price per square foot supports that. 18.3% in the average sale price, 17.56 in the average price per square foot. I don't use price per square foot necessarily. Over time, you'll see that it does kind of support the average price, but year to year, it can be very, very different. For example, in 2018, the average price per square foot only went up 0.86%, less than 1%, while the average price increased 11%. So you really can't use price per square foot on a continuing basis in order to establish what is going on in a neighborhood. But over a long period of time, it tends to kind of measure out and become a viable statistic, if that makes sense. In 2014, there were only 7 sales over 500,000. In 2018, there were 22 sales over 500,000. So you can see that Berry Creek has basically broken that 500,000 mark, and there are many home sales over 500, over 600, even 700 and 800 in Berry Creek. The list to sell ratio shows how close people are willing to pay compared to asking price. That's increased to 0.21. That's very small. The range has been 97.62 to 98.26 in the last 5 years. Again, very tight, showing, again, a steady market in Berry Creek. That's really very good. Now, yes, there's some neighborhoods that get 99% and even 100%. I just did stats on another neighborhood that got over 100%. Berry Creek is very steady, really quite dependable, if that means anything to you. Now, the success ratio is something that we want to look at because what that means is how many homes went on the market compared to how many actually went to closing. Compared to 5 years ago, the success rate is about 24% less. Here is an area where it does vary quite a bit. Success ranges from 58 to 76% over the last 5 years in Berry Creek. And the most recent year is the least successful for homes going on the market and getting to closing. And that really just kind of indicates a correction going on in the market. And Berry Creek, unfortunately, is not immune to that. There is a correction going on in the overall market, and you're seeing that with the success ratios in a lot of neighborhoods, including Berry Creek. So when you put your home in the market, it's not a bad idea to know, okay, when I put my home in the market, what are the chances of getting to closing since I live in Berry Creek? And that's something we would certainly inform you of at that time. So as a summary, over the last 5 years, the number of sales has fallen steadily, but it's still very good based on the number of people who live in Berry Creek and the number of homes that go on the market. The average price up, remember we talked about that, about 18%. Average price per square foot up about 17.5%. The average list to sell, in other words, what will buyers pay compared to asking, that's up. And average days in the market is down, so houses are selling a little faster. The success ratio, however, is down, and it's actually down pretty considerably. Take the picture of all of these, and Berry Creek is still in a positive real estate trend. I think we're going to see some correction, and some of these stats are going to settle and back off a little bit. But again, We're in a strong market. It would be like going from 100 miles an hour to 95 miles an hour. Yes, it's a decrease, but it's still quite good. Stuart Sutton at Remax One. Remember, you can see all Berry Creek homes for sale at cberrycreekhomes.com and keep up with that activity in Berry Creek at berrycreekstats.com. That's probably the site you're on right now. Thanks so much. Make it a powerful day. Bye-bye.